Okay, so what we're gonna start off with first is that dash maneuver. Do me the convenience of making nail your first, so we can save time.
Let's get it.
So again, what you want to do is, okay, first I'll come up to you really quick and then show you. You kind of want to hold it at, like, up and left. So you kind of want to, like, hold on a second, let me get away from you really quick. So you want to kind of hold it like this, at this angle. You see how I'm moving? Give me one moment. There's an easier way I can show this to you. I should have moved Opera over here. Full screen this. My geometry is terrible. Angles. No, I need images. You want to hold it at a 110 to 100 degree angle. And just to show you what that looks like, I'm going to send you this image. You see where 110 and 100 are at the top over here?
Yes.
That's the angle that you want to be holding on your left stick in order to achieve the dash maneuver. So you won't be dashing just straight forward like this. You'll be dashing kind of like this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so now you can give it a shot. If necessary, I can switch to nail and I can show you as well. You got it. Just try to like straddle the trajectory, because if you're good, when you dash at me, if you're holding left or holding right, you're still gonna be like hugging the line, right? You want to hug the straight invisible line that I'm flying in. Does that make sense to you?
Explain it a little bit of a different way.
Let me switch to nail and I'll do it really quick. Okay, so instead of dashing towards you straight, you see how I'm dashing to the left, correct?
Yeah.
What I'm doing is I'm holding up and I'm holding left at the same time, but while I'm doing that, because of how the game works, it's still making me dash towards you. Like, you're literally going to be my final destination. So at the end of this, I'm still going to reach you at some point, whether I hit you to your back or your front, it doesn't really matter. I'm still going to reach you because I'm holding up and left. If I were holding a direction away from you, I would end up going away from you. But if I'm doing it towards you, I still manage to come towards you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So what you want to do is you want to aim for holding that 110 to 100 degree angle and see if you can get that. Oh, you almost got it.
Oh, ooh, close. That was real close.
It was very close. Oh, almost. So remember when you're doing this, you kind of want to try and get Nail's head like right behind me. You see how I'm coming up behind you, right? My goal is to get you like right at the back here. And if I get right behind you perfectly, I'll be able to stop you like that.
Are you letting go of your dash button at all?
I do, yes, because once you hit your dash button, you don't need to keep holding it. You just press it once.
I probably should have done a rolling hammer, but oh well.
Ooh, okay. Almost, yeah. So I do have a suggestion. If you want to, we can stick on this stage, because you do plan to get into PvP, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll practice that, but that's something I can keep in mind right there.
Yeah, so the reason why I'm asking that is because most of the time, most PvP matches are played on standard-sized maps like this one. What that means is the ceiling is very small. Like, the distance between the ceiling and the ground is very small. So if we were to be playing on, excuse me, a stage like King's Castle, Muscle Tower, Kame House, something like that, you would have much more space to work with, and because of that, you won't actually be able to sharpen your dash maneuver from the giant throws. So my suggestion, it's just a suggestion, if you want to use a bigger stage, you can, but I definitely would still recommend doing it on a standard stage like this, because if you can master it on a standard stage like this, then doing it on a bigger stage will be significantly easier for you. And the reason for that is because if you end up doing this on a bigger stage, you do have a chance to overshoot the opponent.
Okay.
Meaning you'll go right past them instead of catching them properly. But it will at least give you a bit more wiggle room. See? So that's exactly what will happen is you'll overshoot. You don't want to go for that. You want to make sure that you can get right behind them. Yeah, don't worry, don't worry. We'll get away from there.
Alright, I'm gonna try at least like 3 more times. If I don't get it, let's move on.
Yeah, no worries. Hey, nice. There you go. You got it. Virtual high five. Hey. Oh, you almost had it. You want to try it one more time, or do you want to move on?
One more time, and then we'll move on.
All right. Oh, okay. Almost. How familiar are you with flanking?
I know about it, but it's been a tough thing for me to. Yeah.
Okay, so what you want to do for perfect flanking is, first what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a sway on you. Okay, nail does align with nail, that's good to know. Perfect flanking all depends on whether or not your character is aligned. So for this example, I want you to switch to Oob. Now do a sway on me.
Sonic sway?
No, just a sway. So this. Now, you see how you're already in the air?
Yeah.
That means that Nail's and Oob's character models need to maintain eye contact at a specific height. So because I'm taller than you, I can go for consecutive flanks if I want to. But because you're a smaller character, and if you go for a sway like this, you'll still be able to stay grounded, hopefully. Actually, no, wait, hold on a second. No, sorry, I said that wrong. If you go for this, you will probably go airborne, but as long as you hold forward, your character will probably end up going back to the ground. Now, the reason why I'm covering that is because if you want to go for consecutive perfect flanks, you have to keep in mind that your character will be able to stay grounded. Because if you do the sway on me, just do a sway, you go from grounded to airborne. And because of that, you'll have to start using R2 in order to descend back to the ground. So if you're wanting to do consecutive flanks, you'll have to put in some work with R2. And if you want to go for just one flank, then all you need is just one R1 and X. So if you want, you can try that really quick. It's almost simultaneously. You want to press R1 and then X almost at the same time.
Wait, so while I'm right next to you?
Yes, that's how it works, because it's a step and barrier tech.
Okay, wait, so without having the dash input or with having...
With the dash input. So R1 and X, if you do it properly, it'll look like this. Come here really quick. I'm not going to do any directional input for this. If you do it correctly, it'll look like that. You'll do an actual dash within the step and barrier, and you won't leave the ground. That's what you kind of want to aim for. And if you do it properly, you'll manage to do a perfect flank like that.
Oh crap! It's the dash input.
Yes. Now,
So
if you want, yeah, go ahead.
So it's almost like pressing X and R1 at the same time.
Yes. So you want to press R1 and then you want to press X like a frame or two right after that. If you want me to make it easier for you, I will switch to Oob so that way we are, perfectly aligned. So if you manage to do a perfect flank on me, you do not have to worry about pressing R2. You can just go straight for another flank.
It's like, I'm not getting it. It's like, how are you like instantly dashing within the step and barrier?
So you want to hit R1 and then you instantly want to hit X. There you go, you got it.
Okay. Okay, I was doing it wrong that entire time.
Yeah, no worries. It's a learning process. We'll spend about 5 minutes on this, see if you can get it a couple of times, or at least 3, 4, 5 times, and then after that we'll move on to Dragon Dash cancels, and then we'll move on to combos. So remember, if you end up going too high, it means that you're holding R1 for too long. You do not want to hold it. You kind of just want to like tap it.
Okay.
There you go. You got one.
Two.
Got another. Nice. No, not quite. That one, I think you hit R2.
Oh, wow, this is... There's another one, but... Okay.
Yeah, you're getting the hang of it.
See, now this is a lot easier, like, the explanation than the videos were.
Which videos did you watch?
The beginner's guide.
Oh, Createful Chaos actually covered this? That was the beginner's guide. That's his name, by the way, Createful Chaos.
I wish he would have done, like, a vocal instruction.
I haven't watched his guide in a while, so I can't remember if he actually did, but if you're saying that you got it from there, then it looks like my perfect flank tutorial will be beneficial, because I'm doing a tutorial on perfect flanking, but it will come out a little bit later, because I'm currently working on a Dragon Dash cancel guide. There you go, nice, you got 4 in a row. Okay, so I want you to stop for a minute, because I have a gamepad viewer. I'm going to do it a couple of times, and because this is going to be for your reference, you'll be able to see my controller inputs and get a faster way of doing this.
Ah, oh, wow. Jeez.
There you go. That should be more than enough. Alright, so, next thing we're going to cover is, do you know Dragon Dash cancels have, did Createful's Beginner Guide cover them at all? Because, I can't remember what he covered in that and what he did not.
Is it this?
Yes, but you're using that to catch your opponents like this.
Oh.
Yeah, hold on. Like that.
Yeah, no, that's, I think they're covered it, but I didn't understand it.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is once you hit X, and you're gonna have to do this a lot faster because Oob is a very quick character. So if you want, you can switch to Future Gohan because he's slower, but the slower a character is, the higher chance you have of doing it. Well, it's just regular inputs, but the faster your character is, the quicker you need to be. So what you're doing is you want to hold up on your left stick, and keep in mind that the closer you get to your opponent, even if you're holding up, your dash is going to start decreasing in altitude because you're closing in on your opponent, right? So even though I'm holding up, you see how I'm like gradually closing in on you?
Yeah.
What you want to do at the peak of your Dragon Dash is, let me just do this again. This way. Yeah, other way, because I don't want to hit the wall. What you want to do here is you want to immediately go for L2, X, and forward at the same time. What this will do is it'll make you do a Dragon Dash forward, a manual Dragon Dash, and then once your camera angle changes, you want to hit L2 and X again in order to get behind the opponent. I can't do it from the pause screen because Oop's too quick, but it'll look like this.
Okay, so it's like, so whenever you do like the smash thing, whatever, right? Whenever you do this, right?
Yes.
Okay, it's just that. So I think I can actually get that pretty easily. Let me try this. Crap.
Yeah, you gotta be a bit faster.
Oh, wrong one, but...
Yeah, don't worry. So remember, what you want to do is, the reason why you did Z-Burst Dash just now was because you hit L2 and X while already in Dragon Dash, and that's how that works. So what you want to do is you want to cancel your Dragon Homing, which is this. You want to cancel this with a directional Dragon Dash. That way you'll end up doing this. And if you do it correctly, you'll also have, like, another option to do this. Hold on, I'll show you really quick. Let me hit you really quick again. You'll be able to do that too. That's called the curve dash. Another tech I invented years ago, which nobody ever uses.
That's
But
weird.
anyway,
So is it like more so like whenever I this homing dragon homing, right?
yes.
Or okay. So whenever I pow and then I'm in here. Oh. Okay, so how do I do this input again? It's smash you away and then
So once you
Hold
hit
forward.
X, once you hit your dash button to do dragon homing, which is this is the dragon homing. You want to
so I don't have to automatically I don't have to
No,
automatically
you do not. It becomes automatic.
Oh, okay. So let me try
Yes.
again.
Yeah, so you'll see this in the skill list. This is called the Dragon Smash. Well, when you apply your punch button to it, that's when it becomes the Dragon Smash, but the default name of this is Dragon Homing. The reason why I call it that is because that's what it was called in Tenkaichi 2, and I think they just removed the name of it from Tenkaichi 3. I don't know why. Oh, by the way, here's Body Strike. It's in Oob's skill list, but not Future Gohan's. So that's why, yeah, it's when you apply the punch button to it, it becomes Dragon Smash, but if you just press X after doing a full power smash, it's just called Dragon Homing, and that's what you can cancel with it. Now, there is a little trick that you can use for this. Because Oob is fast, what you can do is, I'm going to show you really quick, I'm going to hit my pause button with my other hand. Okay, no, hold on, let me try that again. Okay, I'm not used to doing this. My thumb is just going for it automatically. Give me a second. You see how much I delayed doing the dragon homing? When your character is still in recovery frames of the smash that you used, it means that you can still do the dragon homing. The moment your character is out of those frames is when you lose the opportunity. So if you choose to delay your dragon homing, it will give you a little bit more distance to work with, and because you're quick, you will cover that distance very quickly regardless. So this trick will help Oob greatly, because if I do it like this, you see how much easier that becomes? Instead of doing this, I can just delay it a little bit and then go for the dragon homing.
Let me try it.
So remember when you input X, you want to be holding up, because Oob is such a fast character, it'll be much easier if you do it this way, because with slower characters, you know what? Let me cover that for you really quick. I'm gonna switch to Future Gohan. Switch to Future Gohan really quick. So you've already seen how fast Oob's dragon homing is, right?
Yep.
This is how fast Future Gohan's is. You can see it's not necessarily a noticeable difference to the naked eye, but if you've played the game enough, you'll know that that's slower than Oob's, right?
I already noticed.
Good, okay, perfect. Then that's more than half my battle over. So because of Future Gohan, you do have to... Okay, where I was going with that is... Because his Dragon Dash is slower, or his Dragon Homing is slower, you need to Dragon Dash further in towards the opponent and cover that gap. And only once you've passed the halfway point is when you hold up on your left stick, go for the forward Dragon Dash cancel, and then Dragon Dash cancel again. So if you do it properly, it'll end up looking like this.
So when I'm okay, so how do I cancel the dragon dash?
Yes. So if I'm gonna dash at you with a Dragon Dash like this, all I'm doing is that. All I'm doing is canceling it and going forward. So when you input a Dragon Dash like this, you input forward. So just try it really quick. Just do L2 and X and then hold forward and press L2 and X again.
So okay, that's weird.
Yes, that's how it works. So if I were to do a dragon homing like this, if I were to do a dragon homing and go to the side, this is how it would look if I canceled it. That's all you're doing. All you're doing is you're doing a dragon homing, and then you're canceling it with a forward dragon dash while holding up.
Okay.
Now, if you want, I can teach you the most basic version of this first, which should look something... Yeah, it should look something like this. I haven't actually done it with Future Gohan before. I'm not too sure if he's fast enough for it. I mean, it might take me a couple tries. Okay, never mind. I got it. So what you're doing here is... let me get you back down to the ground first. So what you're doing here is you're doing a dragon homing, and once you get close enough, you want to cancel your dragon homing again with another forward dragon dash. And what this will do is, because your opponent's moving upwards, it gives you slightly more space to work with underneath them. So you want to go underneath, and if you do it properly, your camera angle will change, and then you hit L2 and X again. So if you do it properly, it should look like this, and you'll manage to get behind them.
My thing is like that. Like once you get past this first one, right?
Yes.
Is the actual like bursting to you? Like the second half is what I'm having issues with. Like actually figuring out this out through my head.
Yeah.
So smash drop. Okay. Ooh.
Depending on how many tries this takes you, we will move to probably the space stage, so that way you don't have to worry about either of us getting up constantly. You'll have the entire map to work with, plenty of space. And if you can get it in that, then all you have to do is sharpen your inputs so that you'll be able to get it on a standard stage.
Okay, I'll watch the VOD.
Yeah, so again, it's literally just full power smash, dragon homing. You want to hold up after you do the dragon homing and do a manual dragon dash. Sometimes even I mess this up because of how much stuff I've been doing. It should look like that. Yes, Father, can I help you?
Looks like you're doing...
Okay, sorry, Cartoon. What were you saying?
Yeah, I was saying it looks like you're doing 3 of them.
3 what? Dragon dashes?
Yes.
That is exactly what's happening. So what's going on is exactly that. So we're doing the dragon homing first, which is 1, and then after that, we're doing this, which is number 2,
okay.
And then after that, number 3.
But that third one is actually the one that homes in.
Yes, that's the one that you want. So it should look like this. Hold on a second. It should look like this. 1, 2, 3. I didn't do that properly, but you get the idea.
Are we always supposed to, like, get behind the person?
Yes, that is the objective, because you stop them once you get behind. That also worked. That wasn't supposed to, but it's something. Now remember, if your dash is not straight, you need to be holding forward. Try not to like do any 360-degree stuff. It needs to be just one direction.
Okay, so in that case, crap, I didn't hold L2. All right.
So let me be clear on one more thing before we keep going here. After you do X, at this point, I'm not actually holding up, but you want to be holding up. You're not pressing anything else. You just want to hold up, and then while you're holding up, you want to do L2 and X while holding up. This will carry you over the opponent. That's going to be your second dragon dash, and by the time your camera angle changes, you let go of up, and you do L2 and X again for a homing dash. So basically you're doing this again. Just a homing dragon dash. So it'll look like 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Like that.
Alright.
You can give it a couple more tries if you want, and then we will move on to combos.
I'll just watch the VOD over. Let's go move on to
You
combos.
sure?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is reset this so we get more health. Yeah, for this one, does not matter which order you take them in, since we're just going to cover... I think we should be able to cover all 3 characters. Future Gohan's best assets, from what I can recall, are not only his melee, but he does have a rush reset combo, so I'll teach you that first. Do you know what a rush reset combo is?
Nope.
Okay, a rush reset combo is a combo that's accessed only in the second string, and depending on the animation of the punch and how fast your character recovers from that punch, the opponent will still be in stun frames, and your character will return to neutral, and if you time it properly, you'll be able to start another combo. So it should look like this. Future Gohan can do it. Like that. You see how the combo didn't drop?
So is it like the same thing like with the whole like not pressing anything with the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, with that whole reset stuff?
That is correct.
So it's in like bing 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 bing.
Yep.
Okay. Well, but the combo dropped though.
That combo dropped because you didn't time it properly, that's all.
Alright, so how many squares are you pressing?
I did 4. Which gives me Rush Key Wave. So keep in mind what your character's options are. In Future Gohan's case, it's going to be Blaster Wave, Heavy Finish, Rolling Hammer, Rush Key Wave, as you can see here. So you want to go all the way up to 4th Punch, which gives you Rush Key Wave, but you don't want to do Rush Key Wave. You just want to press your punch button a 4th time, wait for Future Gohan to return to neutral while your opponent is still in stun frames, and then get on your punch button again so that the combo doesn't drop. If you do it properly, it'll look like you won't do a rush ender, and the combo won't drop, and it'll look something like that.
That was a bit slow, but oops.
Perfect smash. If you want, Future Gohan can also do it from 3rd punch, so if his 4th punch is too awkward for you, you can do it from 3rd as well. Yeah, it'll look like that.
That timing is really like
it's
fast
tight.
and slow at the same time.
Yeah, it's very tight timing.
Come on.
Oh, you almost had it.
Almost.
You killed yourself. Oh, you almost had it.
I know what animation I'm looking for. It's just the timing.
Exactly, yeah. It's all about the animation and then looking for the timing. So what you can do if you want to is you can do your 4th punch and then start pause buffering to see when Future Gohan gets back into neutral.
Okay. I press triangle when I try to press pause.
Yeah, no worries. So remember that you're in red bar right now, so Gohan's neutral stance is going to be, his red bar stance. He's going to be leaning over like that because he's on low health. So what you want to aim for is the first frame that looks like that, right there. And then you would start punching again. And it is a tight timing. Oh, almost. Oh, so close. That means you have to get it right down the middle.
Dang, man, the timing on this is this is tight.
It is tight. It is very tight.
I was thinking though, whenever you are trading people, you should probably put Tenkaichi's training on or something, so they have more health or whatever. But I digress.
I have considered that. That's something I'll probably do in the future. I mean, even once Sparking Zero comes out, I'm not going to drop Tenkaichi 3. I'm still going to do coaching for this game. I might even do coaching for Tenkaichi 2 as well, just charge a lot less.
Oh, I just got it.
You did! Nice!
The buffering though is
yeah, you do have to compensate for the lag. KO! Can do fight again.
Alright, cool.
Alright, so we'll leave the rush reset combo for now. What I'm going to show you is some combos that Future Gohan has. So, I can't remember. Let me test this really quick. Okay, so, just so you know, if you do a dash attack and then a blaster wave, the combo will drop. Your opponent will fall. So if you want to try that really quick, you can dash at me, do a dash attack, and then do square triangle, which is blaster wave. There you go. So you want to make sure. Also, this applies to the jump smash. I'm not sure why.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, that's okay. Or it should. It definitely does apply to some characters. This is a blaster wave, right? It is. Maybe it just depends on... Okay, yeah, see, that happened.
Is it... I think it was charged.
Yeah, it does have to be charged. I did charge mine. Yeah, maybe it's from a full power charge. So just keep that in mind, that if you do end up going for a jump smash, try not to charge it all the way. But also, since I mentioned that, did you know that the jump smash can also be used as a defensive tactic?
No, but it kind of looked like it. I opened that up just a second ago.
Yeah. But anyway, so Future Gohan has Blaster Wave, Heavy Finish, Rolling Hammer, and Rush Key Wave. Most people do not go for Rush Key Wave because it's considered a useless move, but I can teach you later on that it is not actually useless. Pardon?
I like Rush Key Wave, though.
Rush Key Wave is a fun move. You typically don't want to follow it up with Energy Storm, which is this. You do not want to follow it up with this because it's very vanishable. It's easy to vanish. The only time you would want to attempt doing this is when you're in max power mode. If you're not in max power mode, what you want to do actually is you can go for something called Key Bombardment, which is basically you do this and you dash at your opponent and you can continuously do charged Ki Blasts while dashing. It might not work that well for Future Gohan for one reason in particular. His dash speed is very slow. So what we can do is we'll switch to Oob. Oob. You do a throw. You see how I'm able to chain them so quickly?
God dang, okay. So...
Depending on your character, the faster your character is, actually, you're able to continuously chain them. So what you want to do for Key Bombardment is, how it works is you want to get on your triangle button, or your key button, again, as soon as the Ki Blast leaves your hand. If you do it properly, it'll look like this. Hold on. Wow, thumbs, please cooperate. Let me break this tree first. It'll look like that. And you'll be able to keep chaining them like... Let me see if I can do it really quick. Like that. So this is a very advanced technique. If you don't want to learn it at the moment, we don't have to. I just figured I'd tell you about it now because this is going to be one of Oob's better tools to use because he doesn't have a whole lot to offer as a character. He's got Wild Sense, he's got Flying Kick, Ki Cannon, Flying Kick, Heavy Finish, if I remember correctly. Yes, he does. So when you're using Oob, you also want to make sure that if you're attacking with him, you want to try going for this and then probably go for Ki Cannon because I'm pretty sure that he's a low momentum character, so his Ki Cannon will be blockable in the first string. I'm going to start punching you. Once I start punching you, just hold block, okay? Let go. It's only once I start punching you. So you see how it's blockable in first string, right?
Mm-hmm.
Low momentum characters that have a Ki Cannon at their first, second, or third punch, typically, depending on their rush animations and momentum, it will be blockable in their first string. But if you manage to build up momentum, by the way, do you know what momentum is?
Yeah, whenever like you end up like say for instance you're doing the dash cancel thing, whatever, you build up momentum and you're also faster than somebody if they're just dashing at you like that.
That is one form of momentum, but that's actually not what I was referring to. So you see, just hold block.
Right.
You see how long that took to charge up, right?
Yeah.
Hold block. You see how much faster I got into my full power smash? That's momentum. So when you're in max power mode, you're at constant peak momentum all the time. And the way you build up momentum typically is only by doing rush attacks. So I'm just gonna use a super common. Actually, okay, I don't need to now. So what happens is, yeah, I'm just waiting for your max power mode to go out. So hold block again. Because I'm at low momentum, it takes me that long. But if I start punching you and then just start like building a combo and everything, hold block again. You see how much faster I got into my full power smash there?
Yeah.
Momentum is built up primarily by doing rush attacks and nothing else. Doing body strikes, doing rushing techniques, none of that actually contributes to momentum. So the only way to build up peak momentum, there are two ways actually. I think there are three, but two off the top of my head, is first by doing rush attacks, and the second by doing a guard crush. So hold block. You can see again, it takes me that long. Now if I do a guard crush on you, you see how much faster that was to charge up, right?
Yeah.
So if you do a guard crush on your opponent, it instantly puts you in peak momentum. So I'm just gonna block neutral. What I want you to do is do square, hold square and up, or square and down, or left, right, doesn't matter. And now what I want you to do is hold square again. Hold square. You see how much faster that was?
Yep.
So whenever you perform a guard crush on an opponent, it instantly puts you at peak momentum, and this is bad for the enemy because it means that you'll be able to charge up a smash a lot quicker, and depending on the character that you're using, in your case, because you're using Oob, you want to typically go for right smash or left smash or even up smash. And just as a little tidbit for you, this is going to be very circumstantial, by the way. I just want you to move, just hold left. Hold left or right. If I charge a smash, you see how much space that creates between us?
Yeah.
So this smash applies to Oob and Krillin specifically because they both have copied and pasted smashes with the exception of their down smash. If your opponent happens to be moving around you or goes for a sidestep, go for a sidestep. You see how far that puts me away from you?
Yep.
Now I'm going to test something really quick just for science.
Just for science.
Keep doing sidesteps. That puts me out of the step-in barrier. So if you're just sidestepping, I can go for Blazing Barrage Palm. That's how far the neutral charge smash sends you out from the step-in barrier.
But that doesn't even seem like a bad option.
It's not a bad option. It's actually very strategic. And the funny thing about this is not just Krillin has it, but to some degree, Raccoon also has it with his forward smash. The only problem is he doesn't have any good options to follow it up with. Like, he has his barrage energy thing. I can't remember the name of it. But if your opponent is ever sidestepping around you and you want an escape route, and let's say you're on the ground, right? And you don't want to go for a flank or anything, literally just do a light charge square, and you'll instantly get into a better position. Because if they start pressing their square button to start rushing at you, you're just going to get into a better position anyway. It doesn't even matter. And if you have enough ki for it, you can literally go for Blazing Barrage Palm and hold left or right. There's a chance that you'll either perform a guard crush or they'll just like sway it or something. And by the way, now that we're on that topic, I just want you to hold block really quick. Performing a guard crush on your opponent with a target rush does not put you at peak momentum. Just to point that out.
Okay.
So if you were hoping that, if I perform a guard crush on my opponent, it'll put me at peak momentum. No. If you do it with a regular charge smash like this, it will put you at peak momentum. But if you do it with a target rush, it will not. So I just want you to be aware of that. Okay. So now, for oops combos, we're going to go into the air really quick because there's something I want to test. I'm going to start punching you. After I start punching you, I just want you to hold block, okay? Okay, I'm being dumb. I did not want to do it that way. Yeah, hold block again. Just come up here really quick. Oh, come on, that missed. The Ki Blast took a vacation. Okay, so what I wanted to confirm was the fact that Oob could or could not combo into a Ki Blast after his Rush Ender. Now, the reason why I wanted to point that out was because some characters can get a free combo off of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to Majub and see if it's any different. Were you blocking?
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Ah, okay, so that does connect. So what I'm going to teach you now is, should I teach you? Okay, we'll continue with combos for now, but we do have something open. If necessary, I'll just give you some extra time in this session. It's not a big deal. So Nail has, if I recall correctly, it's Ki Cannon, Flying Kick, Heavy Finish, Rush, Ki Wave. Go to your skill list and just check really quick. Yep, I was right. So, Nail is a low momentum character, so what you want to aim for, typically, actually what I want you to do, since we're on the ground, is I want you to go for a flying kick, and then I want you to go for a perfect flank. You think you can do that?
Okay, hold on.
To make this easier for you, what I want you to do is, after you do flying kick, I want you to hold forward, or you can hold forward while you're doing flying kick, and then do R1 and X. This way you'll get perfectly aligned with me.
Come on. It's like, it's just not coming out. Like, how do you get it to come out fast enough?
So do flying kick, do it again. Wow, I managed to pause it on the same frame. That was funny. So, Nail is now in neutral, right? And you can see that Oob is still staggered. Yeah. Right on this frame is when you want to try and go for perfect flank. And if you do it perfectly and then start pressing square again, you will not drop the combo. So I can try and show it to you really quick, see if I can do it. There we go. Just like that. I'm not expecting you to get it first try, so what I want you to do is just do flying kick, and even if the combo drops, just go for perfect flank, and then start narrowing down the time that you have to do it. Oh, almost got it. You did that a little wide. Try to do it just a little closer. Like, try to do it as close to me as possible. Try not to do it, like, wide like this. You want to go for... You want to make sure that you can do it like this. You want to hold forward as you do it.
So, okay.
Almost.
Golly. Tree, get out of my way.
Trees do be doing tree things. Here, hold on. We can destroy Mother Nature really quick. There we go. Almost. Yeah, you got the flank. Now you just got to get the combo off. Oh, almost. Went a little too wide.
So am I, like, with the flanks, am I just holding forward?
You want to hold forward specifically so that you stay aligned, because you don't want to just keep going for, like, flank after flank. Holding forward just makes it easier. That's all. See, it seems a bit easier, right? So you're remaining close to me, and that's what you want to do.
And this is just on the ground, right?
Yes, this is purely on the ground. I will teach you air stuff later. If necessary, we can do another session because we are already at 45 minutes. I'm trying to cover as much as I can in 1 hour, so...
Don't worry, I'm going to review the video anyways.
Cool.
It's that timing with the...
It's the timing, yeah. So you try this a couple more times, and then we'll switch to Oob again, because since this will be public, I think there are a lot of people who probably don't know how Oob works, so I do want to try and show you some stuff with him. Oh, you specifically like base Oob, right? Not Majub?
Yeah, I use base Oob.
Okay, let's, we'll reset this. Not a big deal. I will stick with Oob, though. If you want to, you can do the same. It's up to you. Oob, Future Gohan, and then Nail. So what you want to do, again, for the flying kick into a flank, is the moment your character returns to neutral, you instantly want to go for, R1X. And if you execute it perfectly, you'll be able to do square, like, right out of it while you're holding forward, because you don't have to worry about jump smash at all, and then you'll be able to continue the combo. He does not, but if you want to, you can try going for an RRC, a rush reset combo, and then go for a perfect flank.
Okay, so. Oh, this animation stuff. Oh, man. Okay. Okay.
That was good. See if you can do it a little sharper. A little too wide there. Oh, you had it, actually. Just got to do it faster. Let me see if I can do it just to confirm that it can be done with Oob. Wow. Ah, the lag spike. The ending lag on his flying kick is something. Bruh. Okay, I think it can be done. I just didn't get it properly, but I got the flank, and that's what matters.
Oops. Okay, I gotta...
Do it 5 more times, and then I'll do it a couple of times, and I'll teach you something else. We'll move on. You can just watch my inputs in the VOD.
Alright. Oh my god, what is going on?
There you go.
Okay.
Oh, almost.
Oops.
You got the flank, but... Okay, 2 more times. 1 and 2. Okay. Well, we'll move on now to is something else I'll probably just teach you. We'll probably just cover combos in the next session and do nothing but that, and then I can cover, like, movement and stuff. So what I want you to try now, actually, because Nail and Oob have access to this, is something called the dash maneuver. You do a throw, hold up and left, and you can do that. Almost got it. Do a little bit more to the left. You don't want to be too close to me that you won't be able to catch me. Let's get back to the center of the stage. I will switch characters. Almost. Nice. But you want to make sure that you can get stopped behind me.
Does the game stop me itself, or do I have to...
Yes, the game will stop you itself. If you do it perfectly, the game will stop you. You went a little too wide there. Remember,
Yeah,
try again to go for, like, almost perfect. Let me take a look at this image again really quick.
I'm having a mental image, and I'm trying to...
Yeah, you want to go for a 120-degree angle, or, like, between 120 and 110.
So about like this?
Yes, something like that, yeah.
Okay.
Perfect! There you go. Excellent.
Oh, let's go, baby!
There you go, I told you, like, right between 120 and 110. That was perfect, wasn't it?
Yeah, alright.
Yeah, do it a couple more times. Nice. Excellent. One more time. Great. Now, as another option, if you want to, with Oob, again, you can also do a dash into a Dragon Dash maneuver, so it'll look something like this. What you want to
That
do
looked
for
like
this...
that looked like only 2 of them though.
It is only 2. So what you're doing is you're holding forward, Dragon Dash, Ascend, and then you want to do Dragon Dash again. So while you're Dragon Dashing, you want to press your Ascend button.
I was about to say I completely forgot that's a thing.
Indeed. So literally you go for the grab. Yep, there you go. You just go for the grab, hold forward, Dragon Dash, do that, and then just Dragon Dash again once you get behind them.
Okay, yeah, that whole Dragon Dashing thing is still a issue for me.
Okay, I'm going to do some pause buffering here just to show you really quick, okay? Don't worry too much about getting it. So right about here is when the game allows you to move again, right? So at this point, you already want to be holding forward even during the grab animation itself. And once you've reached this frame, just press L2 and X, and you'll automatically Dragon Dash forward. And as you get closer to Oob, ascend just a little bit so that you go over him. And that way you'll be able to Dragon Dash again once you get behind him and your camera angle changes.
Okay. I forgot to press R1.
Oh, almost.
Okay, come on, cartoon, come on.
Oh, almost. You gotta initiate your Dragon Dash sooner, though.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna hit the building. Yep. I know this stage so freaking well, I knew I was gonna hit the building.
So...
Excellent. There you go. Do it again.
Let's go!
Let's go! You got it.
Alright. No, I'm not practicing it. Let's go.
Yeah, do it a couple more times, because after this you're going to do it with Nail, because we only got a few minutes left. And then in the next session, whenever you want, we will do combos and whatnot. You are out of key, so if you want, you can either charge up key, or you can do power up to the very limit. Go for it. Oh. Almost. You delayed the Dragon Dash a little too much.
Okay, that one was just a complete fail.
Okay, almost. Alright, switch to Nail, because you're going to do the same thing with him. Since we only have 5 minutes left, we'll cover this. And for the next session, I know for sure we are going to be doing combos, so I know exactly what to cover for you. So just do this a couple of times. Actually, what you can do is, if you want, you can just do the regular dash maneuver and not the Dragon Dash, because Nail also has both. That was way too wide. You need to be closer. There you go. Perfect. Good. Now, that was good, but you can get to me faster than that. Because the path that you took was still a little too wide, you want to make sure that you can do it as close to me as possible. So it should look something... Oh. That would have been funny. No, okay, still too wide. You want to do it something like this.
Stupid wall.
Stupid wall. Doing wall things. I think I'm going to hit the wall. I'm going to hit the building. Oh, I didn't.
Okay.
Let me get away from here.
Gotta cook a bit, but...
You know, I gotta use a little seasoning too. Too wide. Remember, don't go too wide. You want to do between 120 and 110. I think I'm gonna hit the wall. Yeah.
Stupid wall, and that was still too wide. Okay.
Yeah, it was too wide. So again, revert to the angles image that I sent you. You want to aim for that.
Okay. I'm gonna have to put some time in on that one. Alright, I'm gonna go one more time. Still
Okay,
that
no,
wall.
no, you're trying it again since we hit the wall. Almost.
All right.
I'm not satisfied. I want you to do it a couple more times until you can get it. That was still wide, but at least you got it. That was a little too
tight.
close. Yeah, that was too tight. Perfect. There you go. Excellent. That's exactly what I want you to aim for. Do that again. Oh, almost.
Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy.
Okay.
Okay, do it 3 more times, and then we'll call it an evening. Let me get around here.
Alright. And that's one.
That
That's
I
still a bit
think
wide,
that
but
was a
it
bit
works.
wide, yeah, but at least you got it. Okay, so we'll stop there. Now, the reason why I wanted you to do it tight was for 2 reasons. One is obviously because you don't need to do it so wide, and 2 is because if you end up doing it too far to like out the left, out the right, excuse me, if you do it too far out, it gives your opponent more time to recover. And if they're on 3 bars of health, or 2 bars of health, or even still 1 bar of health, they still will have an opportunity to recover long before you reach them. It doesn't matter how fast you are with Nail. The objective is to do it as tight as possible, so that way you don't give the opponent enough time to recover. And what we're going to be covering in the next session is your ability to do this in the air and combine it with key poking and charged key blasts. So what we're going to be covering in the next session, first is going to be combos, second will be key poking, and then the third we'll touch base again on dash maneuvers and dragon dash maneuvers, so you get an idea of what your characters can and cannot do, and then start implementing key blasts and other things into your combos so you can optimize them perfectly.
Okay.